Hello YouTube, how you doing? Yeah, it's my annual update. My dreads are now 7 years old. Again, inevitable apologies for lack of activity over the year. As I've always said, I've just got nothing to say really, and I just allow my dreads to do their thing. Now that I guess got mature dreads, there's less to do, less to think about. I've covered all the bases before, I've covered all the techniques before, and as I've kind of slowed down any kind of maintenance, there's not really much to tell you or show, so it's just keep on keeping on. And if you want to know any answers, then go back to my old videos. There's 7 years worth, so yeah, check those bad boys out. So I guess I need to show you what I got. In terms of what maintenance I've done very little again this year. I've just recently tried to split some Congos towards the back. My dreads are really thick, and they're really thick Congos, so it's really hard to split. So that was hard, that was tough, but apart from that I haven't really done anything else to them. Yeah, so in terms of length, I'm just going to step back, and if you can see where they are now. No, you can't. Hang on. See if I can get this. Yeah, quality filming as usual from Baggy Boy. So I don't know whether you can even see where that is, but there's my butt. So they're a butt length. There you go. You've just seen my butt, which is awesome. Just put you down. Yeah. I feel like I need to edit this, but I might not. I'm just going to leave it raw, I think, because it just shows you the reality. Things are too polished these days, too polished. So I'm just going to leave all the drops and the mistakes in. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's give you a close-up. They're just kind of just mature dreads, you know. They're no different apart from they're longer. Okay, a few things that I've noticed this year. Having dreads that are beyond waist length are annoying. It is annoying. It's an annoying thing. They're a lot hotter. They get in the way. They get trapped indoors. They get stuck in trousers when you pull them up. Obviously, there's the obvious thing that you need to avoid when nature calls, which is an interesting development. But let's not go into that. I'll leave your imagination to fill in the blanks. What else? Actually, this year having dreads this length has been a bit not a problem, but has been noticeable, and has been a conversation point for me at work. Work are cool in one sense of my job that I do. I work for a charity now, and they're cool from one sense of the word, but also in terms of how I'm perceived globally. It's been an interesting conversation about culture and how culture, some cultures aren't prepared for blokes with not only long hair, but blokes with long hair and dreadlocks. How it's such a massive kind of cultural problem for a lot of people. So that's been an interesting conversation, one that I've not actually come across much, because yeah, you get the odd kind of person thinking they know you because they've made a judgment on your hair. But in terms of, I've not seen it to this degree until now, until the global element of my job has kicked in. So that's interesting. It's been tough, actually. It's been really tough. It's made me think about my identity and about and how we judge. We just judge so much on how we look, and that's been a cause for some contemplation and some reflection on what's important to me. And do I just cut them off to please the masses, or do I just keep my hair long to create a conversation, to talk about identity, to talk about kind of oppressive practice, to talk about discrimination based on the way we look, and allowing the content of character to kick in and to come through. As you can tell, I've been a lot more philosophical over the last year or so, because I've had cause to be so. I'm still loving being a dreadhead. I love what it does. I love being part of something which is different. Part of what I do now, I work with young people a lot more, and I can't tell you how good these are to start a conversation. They're a brilliant conversation piece for going into working with young people that you've never met before. It's a really interesting conversation to have. with them about why and about how and all the usual questions we get as dreadheads. But from young people, it's okay. I don't mind talking about it for like the 20th time that week, because it's a good conversation starter. So yeah, nothing much to say more about the technical side of maintaining these. Yeah, they're as annoying as they were last year, but I still put up with that annoyance. They're even probably more annoying because of their length now. I've got to make a decision. I know I said last year I might trim them. I think I'm going to have to do that. Oh yeah, that's one thing. I've had my first snappage, like major snappage in terms of length, while I was away on holiday. I lost probably about 6 inches or so off the length of this dread, because the bleach has left it so weak. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't save it, and I went swimming. I was swimming in a pool every day when I was on holiday, and it just killed it, and there was no way that I could save it. I've kept the end just for, souvenir, because I'm weird like that. And yeah, just a warning, don't over bleach your dreads. As you can see, I haven't really bleached mine for years now, so that's probably about 2 years ago when I did that one. Because the more bleach you add onto it, the more it weakens your hair, especially if we're not putting conditioner and that kind of stuff on the hair like we would normally do, and it's just snapped it. So warning, don't over bleach your dreads. Just leave them to do their thing as much as you can. Cool, that's it, I'm done. It's about 7 minutes of me blabbing on, and thank you so much for your support, and the comments. The great vibes that I get off you are really good. Please do keep asking questions though, because if you do have questions, I don't mind answering them. But I'm on YouTube less frequently now, but you can find me on Instagram if you look hard enough, and you can find me on Facebook and that kind of stuff. So I'm around the Dreadlock forums, hanging out every so often. So yeah, peace and love. Be excellent to each other, be beautiful. One love. God bless you. Bye.